There are three things that are likely keeping you in a depression. One of them is using social media, and I know that your parents probably tell you this all the time, but no, it's not like when you're laying in bed just scrolling on social media, scrolling on TikTok or something, and laughing at funny videos. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. It actually runs a little bit deeper than that. Let me explain. Okay? Scrolling through relatable content, like depressive content, and like relatable quotes, and like things that bring you down, things that keep you like dwelling on the negatives, that is what is keeping you depressed. Not laughing at funny videos or something, laughing at like Fail Army or some crap. It's trying to put yourself in other people's shoes, like of other people who are just like really, really, really negative on social media, because there's a lot of that going around, and I've learned so much, and I've learned about how there is probably millions of people across social media who hide their depression or are scared to talk like to people about their depression, but post about it in like relatable quotes or something on social media. And I've found myself many times when I'm depressed just scrolling through stuff like that, just like I like I guess I'm putting myself in their position, kind of like, yeah, that really is sad. When I don't know what it feels like to be in that person's position. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Am I making any sense? I'm honestly not sure, because this is my channel where hopefully I can actually make a difference with people who struggle with mental health a lot like I do, and so But yeah, I have a little, list right here of things that I'm going to be going over, in this video. And, well, we've already done two of them, so we'll just move on to three. The third thing is dwelling in negativity makes me question myself. Okay, so let me explain this. See, when I scroll through like negative content on social media and I consume that content, I start questioning myself, or am I actually going to achieve the goals that I'm chasing? Should I even waste my time chasing those goals? Am I even worth it to anybody? Am I ever going to, get married and have a family? Am I ever going to make it out of this hole that I'm in? Am I ever going to beat addiction? It's stuff like that that I dwell on every single night. Is my YouTube channel ever going to take off? Or am I wasting my time on that? Like, these are actual questions that I debate with myself many, many, many nights when I go scrolling through social media, dwelling in the negatives. Now, I know that sometimes, you just want to do it just because that's what feels good at the moment, and I understand that more than any of you guys realize. Trust me, I do. I'm not here to be like our parents say, oh, that's not good for your mental health, you should not do that, I'm not like that, right? But I am just saying stuff that I've learned, like on a personal level, like just me and you. I feel like not consuming negative content so much of the time would genuinely help you mentally, because I realize that me consuming that type of content all the time is actually making me sad. It makes me cry. If I'm not already like sad enough about whatever's going on in my life, I watch how other people are on social media talking about how they want to do away with themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I see that, that makes me cry, so if I'm not already sad, well, I'm definitely going to be sad now. So number four is find a distraction to life's problems. Okay, so you know how I mentioned earlier about like chasing your goals, how like you consume negative content, and it makes you not want to chase your goals. Well, when you're depressed, you need something that distracts you from depression. And even if you don't think you can achieve those goals, that might be part of your depression. Staying consistent helps you achieve those goals. And I think next video I make will probably be about achieving goals. I think that's what the next video is going to be about. But yeah, whatever it is, if you enjoy, playing football, if you enjoy, doing YouTube content, TikTok content, working out, find something that distracts you that's actually good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you enjoy, like, being depressed, like, I don't know why the hell you'd enjoy being depressed, or like, if you enjoy consuming this negative content, well, get a new hobby, okay? But yeah, I guess that's pretty much the gist of that one. You know, find a distraction, you know, outside of depression, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like distractions help more than you realize. So the fifth one on my little list here is establish an achievable goal, not something that's out of reach, right? So if your dream is, I'm going to play in the NFL, I'm going to play in the NBA, well, that's definitely a good goal to have, but when you're depressed, I genuinely don't think you should have a goal like that, because when you don't like reach that goal, well, that's only going to worsen your depression. So I'd at least start out with something that's a bit more achievable, like, can I make good football YouTube content? Can I gain 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year? See, my goal is 5,000. I don't feel like that's too out of reach, but it's kind of looking like it. I'm not gonna lie. I said this in January. We're only at 30 subs right now, but that kind of leads me to my next point, which is staying consistent with one goal. And you know, I have multiple goals. I want to be a star football player, right? I want to go like really make a difference. I want to go have my own podcast. I want to run 3 YouTube channels. I'm still trying to do that, but I'm not sure if that's the direction I need to go, because achieving goals helps you with your depression, right? But when you fail, it only worsens it. So you need to have a goal that is achievable, which was, you know, my last point. But you also need to stay consistent with that one goal to make sure you achieve the goal, right? And now that leads me to my 7th point is don't tell everybody about your goals. See, let me give y'all a little story time, right? Not too long back, actually back in like May, I was kind of like, you know what? I'm going to start a TikTok series, and I'm going to tell all my family and friends that I'm trying to get jacked by the end of the year. I didn't get jacked, okay? I didn't really like build any more muscle than I did when I started. I did a 30-day TikTok series, and it failed miserably. Like, each video was averaging like 200 to 400 views a video, and it just failed miserably bad. So my feelings were crushed. My depression got worse. I went back into old habits and everything when it probably wouldn't have happened if I didn't try to tell the world my goals, and if I hadn't have told friends and family, because now I feel like the pressure is on me. And sometimes pressure is a good thing, but sometimes it's not, and it's up to you to make that distinction. So yeah, with everything I've said so far, I hope this helped somebody. I genuinely hope that it did. But yeah, I guess I don't really have anything else to say. So yeah, let me know down below something else that makes your depression worse, or something else that would help depression, because just like I'm trying to give you guys advice, I battle mental health issues every single day of my life, so I could use your advice too. So yeah, stay safe and peace out.